to the CS Camp. Hey, where we do a little storytelling, mix a little poetry, and seduce your mind. I am laid out on the floor. I could feel someone slapping me. "Wake up," Gina said. "Come on, T, I got you," Leon said while picking me up and laying me on the couch. I was very slow to open my eyes. "What happened?" "You fainted," Leon said. "What news was that?" "We need to get back to the hospital." "Why? Is Lexi dead?" "Please, don't let it be Lexi." "I don't know." We all get up and head to the hospital. "Y'all can go. I'll stay here." "Get your dumb ass up. You going." "Let us stay. We don't need that drama." "Hell no. She better bring that ass. I want her in plain sight." We all walk out the door and hop in the Escalade. Gina speeding and weaving between cars. We held on like this was going to be our last day on Earth. We finally made it back to the hospital. Gina parked her truck and we all just ran inside. The nurses and staff were looking at us like they saw a ghost. "What? What the fuck y'all looking at?" Dr. James comes walking through the hallway and towards me. He grabs me and starts hugging me and rubbing my ass. I pull away. "Doctor, what's going on? Why is everyone looking like that?" Dr. Adrian walks in and bows his head. "I'm sorry for your loss. We did all we could." I fell to the floor and Dr. James caught me while I'm passed out sitting in his lap. Gina grabs hold of Leon and they start crying out, "Lexi, I'm so sorry. I should have been here. I should have been here." "Lexi, please." Eva faints. The whole staff runs towards her and helps her. She stands up bawling. "I'm so sorry, Lexi. I'm going to fix it. I promise." Both Dr. James and Dr. Adrian looked at each other puzzled. "Alexis is fine. We were able to stop the bleeding and take the bullet out. She's in the ICU right now, but she's going to pull through." We all stopped crying. I stood back up. "Dr. James, you said sorry for your loss. Dr. Evelyn passed away." I dipped back like I was going to faint. We really need to talk about this elsewhere." We all followed him to my mom's office. I had the extra key. We walked in and shut the door. "Wait, what happened?" She was getting updates on Lexi and surgery. They weren't good at that point. Before we could tell her that she pulled through, she was passed out on the floor. We thought she fainted. I checked for a pulse and she was pulseless. We found out that she had went into pulmonary cardiac arrest. We tried all we could. We just couldn't save her. I was so hurt. Mom didn't have a great relationship with any of us, but she was still our mom at the end of the day. Eva fainted. I cried on Dr. James' lap. Gina fell to her knees and her and Leon started rocking. Dr. Adrian and Dr. James started crying. "Who's gonna tell Dad?" "Oh, Dad. We've already called him. He's on his way," Dr. James stated. "We'll tell him so y'all don't have to," Dr. Adrian said. 15 minutes went by before Dad showed up. Dad came rushing into the office. "What happened? How's Lexi? Is Donnie okay?" "Lexi's fine. Donnie's fine," Dr. Adrian said. He was looking puzzled. "Why y'all call me here?" "Sit down, Dad. I'm not doing shit till someone tell me what the fuck is going on." "Leon, it's Evelyn," Dr. Adrian said. Dr. Adrian was Dad's best friend. Dad's knees buckled. "No, not my baby. Lord, not Jesus. Dad got his strength back. All I know is he had charged towards Eva and was choking her out. Bet it's your fault. It was a madhouse in here, to say the least. Dad, get off of her! Get him! Gina said, egging Dad on. Dad, get off of me! You hurt me! I can't breathe! Leon and Dr. Adrian helped pull my dad off of Eva. One thing you need to know is my dad was built like an offensive lineman. You weren't going to just move him that quickly. Where do y'all want us to release the body? Dad got his composure together. Drake will take her. Uncle Drake was Mom's oldest brother. He has a calm about him like Leon. But don't you cross him either. Dr. Adrian got the number and called one of the nurses to set it up. All of us were sitting in Mom's office not wanting to see what the death is. Most of us has killed somebody, but it's different when your health takes you out, and it's Mom. We were all left in that room feeling like a motherless child. Dad was feeling like he just witnessed his mother's death all over again. Who's going to tell Lexi that Mom is dead? I hope that she could be released in time for the funeral. Donnie's doing better, and he's supposed to be released on Wednesday. We all started planning anything to keep us from seeing the body. What dress we putting Mom in? Not right now, Tori. I just need time, Dad said. An hour went by before Dr. Adrian came back. He had took off till next Monday. Drake just took the body. It's safe to go now. Where are we headed? Leon asked. We'll meet at my house. That way Dad can catch a break from looking at all the memories at his. Where's Levi? Leon asked. He was asleep and I didn't want to wake him, so your grandfather has him. He's fine. He don't need to go through this. Not right now. Can we see Lexi? Gina asked. I was just going to tell you that they had moved her this evening. With everything going on in this morning, I guess I forgot. She's in room 316. Dr. Adrian left the office and we all left too. We headed to the elevators and up to check on Lexi. It was bad enough that my boyfriend was in the hospital, but now it's my sister. Within 1 month, I've been in a wreck, boyfriend in a coma, sister got shot, and now my mom is dead. I don't think I can take this. No more surprises. We got to Lexi's room, and we all just hugged her one at a time. I'm so glad you are okay. You had me worried, baby girl. I'm glad that you're okay, too, because there'll be 2 of y'all laid out in the hospital, Gina said. Stop it! Not the time or place. Good to see that you pulled through. We all told her what happened, and her being the baby did not take it that well. We couldn't put it off because the funeral was this weekend. Lexi was discharged on Thursday and Donnie on Wednesday. Gina, Leon, and I had put everything together. Finally, it was Saturday, the day of the funeral. Everyone had come in except Mom's twin sister, Sheila. We were lined up and ready to go to the funeral. We got in the limo and headed out. Once we all sat in the church, a girl about a year older than Leon runs in. Mommy! We are all sitting in the funeral home at the visitation, looking at this crazy lady crying out to our mother. That ain't her damn mother. When did Mom get knocked up? Eva said. Mom only had 5 kids, right? Like hell she did. Gina and Eva walked over to the lady. Bitch, this ain't your mama. I don't know where the hell you came from, but crawl. Dad had stood up with a blank face. This is my mother. What's your name? Lexi asked. Alani, she replied. Please, Eva said. This is my fucking mom. We spent plenty of time together before she left me, Alani said. This bitch lying. Who's the oldest? I am, Leon said. She walked over to Leon. What year? 85. I was born in 83. We're not going to discuss this right now. Do that later. We all sat back at the visitation was over. Mom's colleagues said their last remarks, and the choir sang One of These Mornings and Going Up Yonder. There was not a dry eye in the building. Then Levi broke free from his dad's lap and ran to the casket. He started trying to climb it. Nana! Nana! Get up! You sleep! I give you blanket! Nana! Leon had to carry him out of the service. Lexi cried even harder. We all did, basically. In walks Mom's twin sister, Sheila. She was floored. You know, they say the one that never gave anything while they were living always wild out when they die. Oh, Eve. Eve, take me now, Lord. She was a good one. Sit your drunk ass down somewhere, Sheila, Uncle Drake said. That was my sister, she said, placing her hand on her chest. When it was all over, we stood up as the song We Shall Wear a Crown played. The pallbearers lifted up the casket and carried Mom away to the gravesite. We all held hands and walked. We had the repast at my house. Leon laid Lexi down in my room. We all gathered downstairs. Now, how the hell are you my sister? Gina asked. I am the oldest. Bitch, who your daddy? His name was Dr. Frank Jeffers. Dr. Adrian and Dr. James had spit out their Hennessy. They looked at each other like they were putting together a 1,000-piece puzzle. What happened to him? Lexi asked. My grandmother had pulled me out of school one day and told me, in not so many words, that he got murdered. Alani began to tear up. How? Lexi asked. Before she could answer, everyone turned their faces to Dad. Dad had the most blank face ever. Then anger filled his face. His hands started shaking. We never finished that subject right then. Dad was so furious at Eva still. It's your damn fault. Why everyone blaming me for shit? You always fucking things up, Gina said. I don't do shit but mind my own damn business. Okay, whatever. Where's Rico? When you gonna fix this Kane shit? Kane ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't care that he almost killed Lexi and was the cause of Mom's death? Shit, not my fault. Ain't got shit to do with me. Hell, it does. You will fix this. Aunt Sheila walks into the living room from taking a hit of that good. Stop it, y'all. We just buried Mom. Have some decency, Lexi said. Dad couldn't keep his composure any longer. Dad jumped over the chair and choked out Eva. I guess she resembled Mom so much. Dad, stop! Get off of her! Dad, come on, man! Dad! That ain't none of your daddy! Stop telling that man that! Sheila yelled. Dad, you really need to calm it down. We can't have your blood pressure running high. Stop calling that man that. He is not your daddy. Psh! And he gave you his name, Sheila said while clapping her hand. Aunt Sheila started dancing and remixing Baby Daddy. That ain't your baby daddy. What? That ain't your baby daddy. What? That ain't your baby daddy. 'Cause Mama had a side hoe, Sheila sang. Eva was laughing it and eating it up at Leon, and his face showed confusion. Sheila Lynn, stop that. That is my son. Dad looked at Leon. You are my son, and that is it. That ain't your damn son, and you know it. Eva couldn't wait to one-up Leon. Whose child is he, Aunt Sheila? Frank the Long Tank Jeffers, Sheila said while winking at Eva. Alani almost choked on her crayon and vodka. How did this happen? Eva asked. See, your mom had been married to your father about a year after Alani was born. I told her to break it off at one before she jumped ship. No, she ain't want to listen to me. She went on her honeymoon and fucked Long Tank when she got back. Dad kept telling her to stop that mess. She stayed at the hospital working days and fucking nights, Sheila explained. Stop it, Sheila. That's enough. That man should know his roots. What happened? Sheila kept on. She kept her relationship with Alani and Frank. She knew she had to keep up with her relationship with your father, so she would come back from time to time, never forgetting birthdays or major holidays. Then she got caught between a rock and a hard place. She became pregnant with Leon, but she was still fucking your father, Sheila kept on. Stop it now, Dad said. Eva and Sheila rolled their eyes, and Sheila kept talking. Frank was so happy when she told him it was a boy. He didn't want to sneak around since they were together first. He asked her to get a divorce. She wouldn't. And when she had that baby, he was so elated. She told him it wasn't his and that he was only her gas pump. She didn't need him anymore. He left the room crying, and then your father came in. Sheila, please! Aunt Sheila kept talking. They rekindled their relationship after Leon's first birthday. Dr. James and Dr. Adrian left. The burner phone went off. I stepped into another room. Yeah? Where that bitch at? Our mom just died. This is not the time. I don't give a fuck about your dumbass hoe-ass mama. I don't give a fuck about this conversation. Tell that bitch I got her. She's a dead bitch. She dead. I hung up and went back to the living room. Too much on my mind. I wonder how Leon feeling. I walked in to see Aunt Sheila taking a shot of Hennessy before she started talking again. How did Leon get Dad's name? It was one drunk night and your mama put it on him after she got him drunk and had him sign adoption papers. Back then, things were much easier. Frank had already tested himself and he was going to ruin it all. So she gave him an ultimatum. Keep his job or give up his rights. He was still going to snitch, as you young folks say. Eve was not the type of bitch you should snitch on. Sheila, please, Dad begged. Aunt Sheila was faded. Gina walked over to me and we walked to the kitchen down the hall. This won't end well if she keep talking, Gina said. I know, and Kane just called saying that bitch dead. I can't worry about Eva right now. I can't even grieve when she and this oratorical whole facts she done pulled out. Someone about to get hurt. Another fucking sister? Hospital hoe? I don't think I'll ever remember her the same, Gina said. Eva egging it on. She don't care who she hurt. Lexi walked in. What y'all talking about? This hot ass mess. Let's get back in there before Eva notices. We all walked back into the living room and in coming the biggest fucking bomb. Yep, child, your mama was the communal hoe at the hospital. Man or woman had to sign and seal it with a lick. Where's Frank now? Eva asked with a big smirk as she looked at Leon. Dickless in the Bama River. One shot to the heart and a souvenir to stuff, Sheila said. Leon got up and punched a hole in the wall. Alani ran. Where's your bathroom? Alani asked tearfully. Down the hall on your right. You were out of line, Dad said tearfully. The man needed to know, Sheila said, shrugging her shoulders. Gina and I followed Leon. Thanks for tuning in to the CS Cafe. Did we ride your mind tonight? Did you feel good? Tune in next time because you don't wanna miss this.